Hello everyone, my name is Lucifer and welcome to the Bird of Passage. This is a taxi driving simulator talker kind of game. I thought we could play a chill game for once, not something horror-y. Just wanted to mellow down and sit here with you guys and just play something and talk, you know? And I think this game is supposed to be a little like story-driven. I think there's something to do with that. But overall, it's just supposed to be like a chill little game. I think. I guess we'll see. But thank you everyone so much for watching. I just wanted to say thank you for everything. It's for sticking through me for all this time. And also a like and stuff would be really nice. Thank you. I've been living here for a long time. But this does not mean that I know where I want to go just yet. Are you from Tokyo? I doubt you'd recognize the Tokyo that I used to know. Tokyo was shattered a long time ago. Oh, the thing stopped. Yes, I am. In a way, I come from the lost version of Tokyo. I guess that's the best answer for that. Ooh, and that changes. Yes, I am, in a way, from a lost version. How do you mean lost? Literally, the city in which I was born is not on the map any longer. You know, in any kind of like taxi that I've booked, or like a cab that I've booked, I've never really been a talker. You know, I don't usually like talk with the driver. I usually just sit back, listen to headphones, or just look out the window or something like that, you know, my emo moodiness of it. But I know that people in like America and stuff, they like have to talk with like the driver and stuff because the rating gets better if they do. And if you just sit like that, the driver won't like rate you that much, or at least that's what I heard there before, which I think is an interesting kind of thing. But yeah. And also there's like really good like stories, like urban legends and ghost stories about like taxi drivers and stuff like that. So, you know. That version of Tokyo disappeared into a void. There are witnesses that can confirm this. There are people inside! I see. What kind of witnesses? Witnesses that have seen and experienced the devastation that took place. You mean survivors like you? Maybe, but they belong in a museum. I don't. Do you mean old things? They're no longer just things. They have been reshaped by history. Now they're artifacts. They carry a story. One which is still alive, actually, the clock that has stopped working on that day. Artifacts such as a pair of... Oh, so me choosing will take a different route. So that takes a left, that goes straight ahead, and that goes to the right. Alright, I'll click on that one. You can still read the time on the clocks that stopped working on that day. What time was it? 11:58 a.m., but most clocks stopped a bit earlier. Time stood still as nature raged all at once, collapsing the pillars of the sky and snapping the axis of the earth. It lasted 2 days and 3 nights. After that, the only Tokyo that survived is the one engraved in our collective memory. Are we talking about the Great Kanto earthquake? A mighty blue sky welcomed our morning. It was almost noon. I mean, I don't know which one to take. Alright, I'll go with that. I am. A mighty blue sky welcomed our morning. It was a perfect weather for a Saturday. When was it? It was the 1st of September 1923. That's the day I died, together with thousands of other people. I wasn't alone by then. I am now. Oh, am I ferrying a soul? I thought the driver was talking about this happening, but I think it's a passenger talking about it. Interesting. Okay. How is this even possible? I'm stuck between two worlds. It must have something to do with... There should be another one. I'll go with this one. It's more intriguing. I'm stuck between two worlds. The only way for me to leave this world is to find closure. I've come to the conclusion that taxis are the right means to do so. Taxis? Yes, I believe so. You see, they transport people around, fulfilling their scope without asking much in return. Taxis are enablers. Tonight you're helping me to find something very dear to me. My path. I'm happy to oblige. Thank you. Would you like to tell me your story? I'd love to. My story begins like this. I was in the garden holding some seeds in my hands. That's the lost shard of my past I clearly recall. It's funny how I remember being alive thanks to the mundanity of my actions, last actions. Just another Saturday in the vast collection of Saturdays. Late autumn is the right season to plant your ginkgo seeds, not September. So I had to put them away, you see. Store them in a dark place. Oh, that... okay. Alright, sure, that happened. And then the earth beneath my feet started trembling. Fissures ripped the ground, everything crumbled. All of a sudden, something hit me, hard, on the back of my head. Huh? What happened next? I fell on my knees, facing the back of my garden. The seeds rolled away and aftershock pushed me to the ground. I died shielding the seeds with my body. My very last thoughts was dedicated to them. Do you think they survived? I really hope so, or probably not, I don't know. I really hope so. It would mean everything to me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I thought I was a driver, but I could be the passenger, I'm not sure. Or just could be like a third person, like, we're outside of this and then they were having their own thing. So that is also a thing that could be happening right now, yeah. Given the magnitude of the events that you have described to me tonight, I really don't know what to say. I know, you don't have to say anything. I mean, I don't want it to sound tragic. I know what you are about to say. Please stop. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't want to upset you. But you see, I meant stop the car. Huh? Sure, here you go. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Are you sure you're okay with this? Are you gonna leave just like that on the middle of the road? Okay. Oh. Another taxi. I wonder if it's gonna be the same person. I mean, the same driver? Maybe? I'm not sure. Greetings. Thank you for stopping. Hello, sir. I'm gonna let you... Before you ask me where I want to go, let me ask you something first. Sure. I mean, we're already on our way. Do you really want to not go on your way properly on your way? Good. Do you like plants? Do you like plants? I really do, sir, and I'd love to talk about them, but this is a silent taxi. Oh, right, in some places in the world, you have like two kind of taxis. One of them are silent taxis where you can't really talk or anything like that, and the other ones are like regular taxis where you can like do whatever you want, I guess. Oh, I see. Lots of ellipses. Can you please pull over? Of course, sir. I don't do silent taxis. That's fine, sir. Goodbye. Goodbye. Alright. That's fine, I guess. Yeah, I would prefer a silent taxi, but I guess it wouldn't really fit for this, which makes sense, but you know. Just gonna wait around with some, vending machine. Can I grab a ramen quickly? I would love a good old hot coffee can. It seems like the old person again, the first car. Hello. Hello, sir. Welcome on board. Thank you. Where do you plan to go, sir? Oh, right. Just drive, please. Rough night, sir? One of many, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that, sir. My nights are endless. Do you suffer from insomnia, sir? I used to sleep so well. I remember falling asleep in the garden. Those were indeed the most peaceful days. Did you enjoy sleeping outdoors? I loved it. It was such a privilege to be able to sleep under the crown of so many trees. I felt protected by them. In autumn, they would wake me up by gently pouring me on a drizzling of leaves. It was a delicate gesture, almost like an innocent tickle. I don't think I've slept outside in a long while. I think, usually over here, if you sleep outside, you have like lots of mosquitoes and insects and stuff like that on you. So I haven't really slept outside. But I can see the vibe of it, just sleeping outside in the breeze, letting stuff happen around you as you wake up, the cool, gentle breeze of the air as you wake up. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It do be a vibe. I was gonna say Vibo, but that doesn't make sense. You really loved it. In summer, they would cast their generous shadow, allowing me to rest beneath them. But then everything changed, and I don't sleep anymore. I'm restless now. I can't go on like this. I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do for you? Not really. It's not your fault, though. Please do stop the car. I need some fresh air. Interesting. So every time the taxi person wants to help, he steps out of the car? Very interesting. I really like how the camera angles change as you stop the car and stuff like that. Ooh, another silent taxi. Oh, not gonna get in this one because it's a silent. No, you're gonna get in this one. Okay. But I thought you didn't like silent taxis. Hello. Hello, sir. Is this a silent taxi? No, sir. Okay, never mind. All right, fair enough then. I thought it looked similar, so good. Where shall I drive you? I'm not sure yet. I've been living here for a long time, but this does not mean that I know where I want to go just yet. Are you from Tokyo? I doubt you would recognize the Tokyo history now. Oh. It's repeating this time. I'll go with that one this time. Tokyo was shattered a long time ago. Shattered. It crumbled to pieces. It was gone in a blink. How did you survive? I didn't. I see. I died with and within my city. There's a lot of stories where the atrocities that happen in Japan. People still say they see ghosts or wisps of what happened in the past, of people that still remain there from the past. And there are a lot of stories in Japan about taxi drivers and stuff where they ferry ghosts or spirits that are trying to cross or go somewhere on a journey, or to their graveyard and stuff like that. And the interesting thing, I don't know when, but I did talk about this either on stream or in another video. But there are some stories of Japanese taxi drivers, night drivers, who have proof where they wrote down the names and the payment of the ghost people, spirits who ferried their taxi. And they even have the receipts and they have the money that they were paid with. But it's fascinating. Very fascinating. So yeah, there's a lot of stories about, there's a lot of interesting lore about, transportation of souls. And in Japan, taxis are a very popular method of, transporting stuff. And that's why a lot of, there are lots of lores and legends about spirits and stuff using transportation, like taxis and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know why I mentioned that, but yeah, I guess it's part of this. So I gotta bear with me. You're gonna be annoyed by me. I died with and within my city. Huh? A mighty blue sky welcomed our morning. Oh wait, no, that's the same thing. That's the same thing. Never mind. I've been. Oh, it's the same thing. They're gonna stop now. Yeah, okay, never mind. I did it dumb. This is gonna repeat and they're gonna stop right now. And then, yeah, okay. And that's gonna happen. The trees, the tree leaves. Probably not. Don't be so negative. Come on, there's still hope. If you say so. After all this time, my optimism is wavering. You just need to find the right path. I'm sure it's there, somewhere, waiting for you. And how do I find it? I'd say you just need to follow the leaves. Okay. Follow the leaves. That's a good advice. I'll do it next time. Thank you for giving me hope. You're welcome. Can we please stop the car now? I want to go back and look for the leaves. Of course. Enjoy the rest of the night. Goodbye. Goodbye. So I need to follow the tree leaves. Okay, so it's a process of error and what's the word I'm looking for? It's the one where you don't do the find and errors, and I'm forgetting words right now. It's late at night. I cannot do words. It's just a very vibe of a game right now. You know, the music, I'm flipping my chair around, but the music, the looks, the lens flares, very cool. Greetings, thank you for stopping. Hello, sir. What about silence? No. Oh, wow, okay. I guess that's gonna happen then. Well, I think I'm done listening to my own thoughts. Should I pull over, sir? Yes, please. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out the exact pattern of which I need to use for this. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. I'm not yawning at all. Why would I be yawning? I have no reason to yawn at all. No reason to yawn at all. It is definitely not late in any way whatsoever. Why would you think I would yawn? You little silly bum-bums. Hello. Hello, sir. Welcome on board. Thank you. Where do you want to go, sir? Oh, right. Okay, so what about, I could give you an address. Thank you, that's all I need. But you wouldn't know where to find it. Huh, sir? Are you doubting my knowledge? I think I know this city well enough. Not at all. Quite the contrary. I'm relying on you completely tonight. It's just that, you see, time has a bizarre way of affecting the structure of a city. That's for sure. Things move around, new buildings appear, old buildings disappear. One thing is knowing how to find an address, another thing is knowing your city inside out. That's just one of the many reasons why I rely on taxi drivers to find my path. You know how to look into every nook and cranny. Yeah, I could not navigate through my own city if I wanted to, because it's just so vast and so complicated, and there's just so many other things, and my parents are always like, you know, you can just go this route and do this and go there and do that. I'm like, where is this? Please tell me on Google Maps. I need to know where I'm going. If you don't mind me asking, sir, why do you like taxi drivers so much? They are spotless. Not a stain, never a trail of smell. Nothing worn out. White-lined interiors and white gloves in your hands. Taxis, to me, are immaculate places. You clearly have the fancy taxis. I've seen some taxis that are not like that at all. Thank you. Your words repay me of every effort. Of all the dawns spent cleaning the rims, brushing the dirt away, and polishing the car. My pleasure, it's true. Your car is speckless. Since you have seen so many, what else do you like about taxis? All the different signs that adorn the roof of the taxis here in Tokyo. Oh yes, the neon signs. They're all different. Some of them are quite rare. When I'm particularly bored or sad, I stop only taxis with certain symbols. As the years go by, certain signs are disappearing, but I like to think of myself as a collector of film stills. In my mind, I've cataloged so many different neon signs. Do you like to collect things in general? I haven't seen any more leaves so far, so I feel like I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Yeah. Only as mental images. You see, since I cannot possess anything tangible, I pride myself on my intangible inventory. That's quite convenient when you travel a lot. You don't need to bring any luggage with you. What are the best pieces in your collection? What if we just go with this? I have some gorgeous memories of several sunrises in my collection of intangible possessions. I love sunrises as well. Each of them is connected to the memory of a particular day in my life. Mornings used to be my favorite part of my day. Not anymore. I can't stand mornings anymore. They remind me of the life I had before the earthquake. Also, Tokyo has changed so much that I don't recognize it anymore. I feel like an outsider all the time. Do you prefer to roam Tokyo by the night? Yes. Darkness smooths everything out. Sometimes, just for a moment, I almost feel like the earthquake never happened, and I'm still in Tokyo. Then reality hits. I see the neon lights, the traffic, all the new buildings. When do you normally start your daily routine? After the 5 p.m. bell. Every day I wait for the Goji no Chaimu, and then I go out. It reassures me to know that the system works. Well, nowadays it is mainly used for public announcements and to remind the children when it's time to go home. Of course, but its real purpose is to transmit warnings and emergency broadcasts throughout the country. That's why it must be originally built, and that's why they test it every day. And we must be prepared. Always. Let's hope we'll never need it again. Intriguing. You're obviously right, sir. I'm spacing out, I'm sorry. I'm just slowly spacing out. Let's hope so. Anyway, I have to admit I love to hear those daily chimes. They're uplifting. Well, I think I'm done for tonight. Thank you for driving me around. My pleasure. Here you go, sir. Goodbye. Goodbye. I don't know where this ends. Oh no. It was almost noon. People were preparing lunch. As the earthquake struck, the stoves were on. The shock waves were so powerful that the water pipes burst. Fire spread fast through the city, and there was no water to extinguish them. I see. It's a tragic story. How do you cope with such memories? I guess that's true. I don't know how to do that. I think I'm supposed to like try and figure out what the actual story is. I'm not sure how it's being done though. I stick to a strict routine. I do have a routine as well. I'm always on the move. I avoid crowds. I keep myself busy. I retell my story. I make sure that whenever I go, a portable radio is close to me. A radio? Why would you ever need a radio? So that in case of an emergency, I can listen to the official broadcast. As I said, I stick to a strict routine. And I spend my nights sitting at the back of a taxi, chatting to taxi drivers about my routine. Anything else? Not really. That's an interesting way to cope, I can give you that. Thank you. Well, I think I've bothered enough for tonight. That's no bother at all. You're too kind. Please pull over now. As you wish. Thank you. Goodbye. Take care. Bye. Yeah, okay, I'm not quite sure how to get to the end of this. There's no indication. I think that's a little annoying that there's no indication of whether you've done a good job or not, because I don't know if the story is pretty good or not. But I guess it's trial and error. That's what I'm looking for, trial and error. Alright, I will try and figure it out. Yeehaw. It's a pink taxi, an orange taxi, a brown taxi. Oh, let's go. The politeness of drivers. Oh, it doesn't matter how weird and disjointed my story may sound. I've never felt judged on a taxi. Not a single time. It's part of our duty, sir, especially during the night. I've gathered so many stories and confessions. I could write a book about them. So it's not just me, you say. I later on have to start streaming Coffee Talk. I finished the first game and I need to play the sequel of it. So yeah, I guess it's a weird time to say this, but watch out for my streams, I guess, because I'll be streaming that soon probably. So it's just not me, you say? No, sir. Even if I must admit your story is particularly intriguing. What about the other stories you have listened to? It really depends. Sometimes people just need an audience or to be reassured, you know? Other times they just want attention and maybe to chat a bit. It takes the pressures off, I guess. Indeed it does. What's your story, sir? Are you curious? I am. Good, I need your curiosity to solve my mystery. My story begins like this. I was in the garden, holding some seeds in my hand. So far, so good. It's funny, I remember mundanity. Okay, so we know this story. We know the story. Ah, and those are the leaves. It only appears at then. What do I do for this? I think I went for this last time. I'll go with this now. What are you implying? The fact that those ginkgo seeds looks interesting to me. Why is that? Because ginkgos are known to be strong trees. While I've studied them long enough, they're quite resistant. Do you have any examples? Ooh, leaves! One particular night, the ginkgo survived. That ginkgos survived the earthquake. The same earthquake that killed you? The very same earthquake, yes. It leveled everything to the ground where the trees stood. It burned. It survived. See? What else do you remember of that day? I remember it was the 1st of September. People were preparing lunch. That we saw... That's okay, don't worry. Is there anything else I can do for you tonight? Now that... Ooh... I don't think that was an option before. Now that you know what happened exactly, what do you think? Me? Yes, do you think that's even possible? Do you think my ginkgo seeds might have survived? Well, tonight you've told me that these plants are quite resistant. One of them even has survived the same earthquake that killed you. It did. So if you ask me, more leaves. I say that yes, it is possible. More than that, I believe we will find your ginkgo tree. Its roots planted deeply where you once fell on your knees. Its branches vigorously reaching for the sky. After so many years and struggles, you will finally stand beneath your ginkgo tree, with myriads of tiny yellow fan-shaped leaves falling upon you like a silent rain. Do you really believe that? I do. Nobody ever believed my story. Nobody ever took the time to really listen to me. Nobody ever nurtured these seeds of my tale until you did tonight. And it has made all the difference. Whoa! You finally given me closure. For this, I cannot thank you enough. You're welcome. As a taxi driver, it is my duty to bring you to your destination, and I think we are here at last. Indeed we are. After all these years, I'm here. Again. You're home. I am. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh. You're gonna leave? Okay, there you go. Goodbye. Oh. Well. Are they flying up? I think they're slowly flying up. Probably. Or not. Could just be the trick of the camera. Oh, they're Master Oogwaying out of here. Alright. Well. That is fair. That's a fast and fair way. Gotta go whoosh. Gotta go whoosh. That was nice. That was such a vibe. That would be such a vibe. If there's like an endless like taxi thing like that, that's cool. That's very, very cool. The only thing that I would say that it means is like some indication that you chose the right choice or something, because I think there's like 3 different trees or branches that you get with the taxis. One is the silent one is the one without the story, and one is with the story. So it's entirely by... Oh, it was a yokai. Ah. You guys should probably watch my Ghost Ride Tokyo series. I'll link it down below. But yeah, I feel it was a very, very vibe game. I love the visuals of it. I love the sounds. It was mesmerizing, and you could just lose yourself in it. It's very nice. And I just wanted to play something mellow for today. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any stories that you want to say, comment them down below if you want to. Yeah, honestly, I just want to thank you again, like I did at the beginning. You guys are very fun. I'm thankful for all of you. Yeah, just thanks. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.